If you're in the middle of planning your trip to Maui, you're gonna wanna stop and watch this video because we're gonna go over 5 things to consider when planning your trip to Maui. Cue the intro.
What's up YouTube? Trevi from the Adventure Buddies, the modern travel family, bringing you another video filled with tips, tricks, and inspiration to make sure you maximize your next family adventure, like we always do here at the Adventure Buddies.
So in this video, we're gonna go over 5 things to consider, break it down in a couple different categories, but if you stay all the way to the end, we're gonna give you one bonus tip that you definitely need to consider while planning your trip. So first and foremost, tip number 1 on things to consider is whether or not you want to do the road to Hana. The road to Hana is probably one of the most iconic things about the island of Maui, but there are some watch outs. So first and foremost, this can be a crowded 50-mile journey. So 1, you wanna make sure this is probably an all-day activity, and 2, you need to be prepared for windy roads. And so when I talk about windy roads, oftentimes tourists who go through this get car sick and end up pulling off to the side of the road to do you know what. So yes, there are some beautiful waterfalls, some incredibly beautiful hikes, but just be considerate that this is gonna be an all-day excursion. Plus, if traffic, this could be kind of miserable. Couple that with the car sickness. So the second thing that we feel that is important when planning out your trip to Maui is understanding that Lahaina is typically the epicenter of all things Maui in terms of activities and excursions. So everything's gonna typically start out there, especially if you're going out on any type of water excursion, whether that be whale watching, fishing, scuba diving, snorkeling, etc., are typically gonna go out of Lahaina Harbor. So this is also particularly a great spot to start your planning venture if you're looking at what type of excursions and what type of companies to go after. But this is especially important when planning out the vicinity and where you're trying to reside for the week to make sure that you are close to Lahaina so you're not wasting a ton of time driving to and from your activities. And then the third thing that we feel that you need to consider when planning out your trip to Maui, and we mentioned this in our first video on what to do before booking your trip to Maui, check this link above here for that video, is understanding that if you're looking for whales, and whales in Maui is absolutely incredible, that there are particular months of the year where there are whales, and then there's months where there are absolutely zero. So if you're looking for prime time whale season, we recommend going between December and March. This is typically the best time where you're gonna see the babies and their mothers breaching like crazy, and you're just gonna be surrounded in a world full of humpback whales. And so the fourth thing that we feel you should consider while planning out your vacation in Maui is snorkeling adventures. So we're talking about getting out of your resort because I can almost guarantee you that the snorkeling at your resort is not gonna nearly compare to the ones that we're gonna recommend in our next video. Make sure to hit that red subscribe button for our top 3 locations. And there are gonna be some incredible opportunities for you to see tropical fish and almost guaranteed to see the beautiful green sea turtle. And so pro tip, just don't touch those turtles. They are magnificent to look at, but it is illegal to touch those. So we feel that you need to include at least 1, maybe 2 or 3 snorkeling adventures in your Maui trip. And then the 5th thing we feel you should consider while planning out your trip to Maui is considering learning how to surf. So while this may not be the best island in the Hawaiian Islands to learn how to surf, that's probably Oahu and Waikiki, this offers some great opportunities for beginning surfers to learn, as well as some great opportunities for the more advanced surfers. So if you are looking to surf, they do have some great opportunities, and we've got more videos on surfing Maui coming up your way. So thank you for staying all the way to the end of this video, and to reward you for that, we've got a bonus tip for you. In our last video, we talked about the rental car situation in Maui and how prices are continuing to skyrocket as that matches up with demand. However, a travel tip for you is checking out Turo.com because this is growing in fast popularity. And this website allows you to rent cars that other people own, similar to an Airbnb function. And so we were able to get reliable car rental services from Turo.com at a much cheaper price. And so in order to do all the activities that we just outlined in our 5 tips, you're gonna need some sort of transportation, and most likely that's gonna be a rental car. So make sure you check out Turo.com. So there you guys have it, some things to consider while planning out your next trip to Maui. And so if you have done the road to Hana, comment down below what you thought and was it worth the trek? We would love to hear from you. And while you're at it, please make sure to hit that red subscribe button for more travel tips and adventures. And so I'm Matt from the Adventure Buddies, and remember, life's an adventure. Who are you going on it with?